Yeah, no, you get 5 points for that. So yeah, team 5 is 35. Correction. Next round, we go again on a pounce. We have the scores now. This works back in the same fashion, pounce. 4 clockwise, 4 anti-clockwise. It was direct to team 2 when we ended. The last question in the first round was, they answered. You get the question again. The evaporation part. They direct. Scores first. Yes. At the end of round 2, team 1 on 85, team 2 45, team 3 75, 4 on 30, 5 on 50, 6 on 60, 7 on 25, leading today right now with 90 points, team 8. Still 3 more rounds to go. All of you can catch up. There's pounds. You can answer all the questions from now. So yes, question of the third round. Straightforward question. What is white coat hypertension? Open on the pounce. Teams 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 have pounced. Write your answer completely. I close the pounce. I've seen the bounces. Team 1. Close.
The increase in BP which a patient gets on seeing a doctor. Anxiety, basically.
That is right. So it has been observed in 30% of people, when they go to a doctor, they have high BP for no reason, because of anxiety. So team 1 gets 10, team 2 gets nothing, team 3 10, team 4 10, team 6, 7 and 8 get 10 points. Next question to team 2, you're direct. In 2007, a dermatologist was contacted by a Swiss woman with an unusual problem. When he looked into the family history, he saw that 8 other members had the same condition called adermatoglyphia. Working with other colleagues, he found the gene responsible, which results in the shortening of a skin-specific protein. They also called it immigration delay disease. So what is this rare condition which has only one feature and they are otherwise normal? On the pounce, team 3 have the answer. I close the pounce in 3, 2 and 1. 2, 3 and 7 are pounced. Right. It's your direct, no? Yes, you're right. See, don't speak. Write it down. Come again, write it down. I was seeing everybody. Raise your hands like this next time, okay? Both the hands of both the teammates. No doubt. Yeah, team 2, you're direct. They said they don't have fingerprints, which is right. 10 points to team 2. Immigration delay. So airports, you get delayed, no fingerprints. It's a very rare condition. Only 4 families in the world right now seem to have it. Genetic condition. So teams 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 and 8. You didn't bounce? 6 and 7. 8 no. All get 10 points. Guys. Yeah. Question to team 3 now. You're direct. This unusual reflex is also called autosomal dominant compelling helio-ophthalmic outburst syndrome. Quite a complex name. It is seen in 20-30% of the population. So the reflex is people sternutate several times immediately after the stimulus. So your medical terms, what is sternutation, if you know. One theory explains that it is based on crosstalk between optic nerve and trigeminal nerve that causes excitement of the maxillary nerve and hence the reflex. Another says that parasympathetic generalization leads to the reflex. What reflex is this? A common reflex, I'm sure some of you have experienced this almost daily. I said almost daily some people experience this. 20-30%. I can't. So that's the key part of the question. So there's a clue there in the question. If you can catch that, maybe you get this. Specific answer needed. Not a generic reflex. Dash reflex. To help you all. Or explain the reflex. What happens in the reflex? Yeah, on the pounce, I close the pounce in 3, 2. You're pouncing. Write down. Explain it. I close the pounce in 3, 2, and 1. Teammate has pounced. I'll check your pounce. It's your direct. Hold on for a second. Team 3, yeah. Take a guess.
So, I think this is like the phenomenon of crocodile tears in human beings. So, basically, you shed tears when you activate your the maxillary branch. So, let's say you're chewing food or something, you have tears.
That's a good scientific guess. I pass you. Team 4, quick. Take a guess. Team 5. You're sitting back lavishly, like आराम से घर पे. Yes. Okay. Passing you. Team 6. Quick. 7. 8 of pounds. Team 1. Team 1. And then team 2. Audience, get ready. Let's see who has the answer. I saw her hand raised first. I'll ask her next. Some more prizes to be given. Hold on. Yes. Quick.
Eye blink reflex.
Okay. Passing you.
Salivation on looking at food.
Salivation on looking at food. Fine. Going to the audience now. Yes, Ifra. Closing eyes while sneezing. You're somewhere there. Not right the answer yet. Yes. Sneezing reflex. Not quite. This girl here. Yawning reflex. Not right. So fine, let me give the answer. Oh, yes. That is the answer. We'll hold the prizes back. Go back to the question. ACHU is the acronym there. So the answer is the photic sneeze reflex. Lots of people in the mornings in sunlight they sneeze. So I see some people getting excited here. Yes, that happens. This is the photic sneeze reflex. Sunlight makes people sneeze in the mornings. So on the pounce, team 8 gets -5 and it's direct to team 3 again. Next question, team 3 is direct. Prior to 1961, this scientist called Leonard Hayflick proposed an idea. It was believed that the potential for this was unlimited earlier. He conducted an elegant experiment and showed that the limit was between 40 to 60. So the limit of what he said was between 40 to 60, called the Hayflick limit. A very fundamental thing in the human body. What is the Hayflick limit in the human body? Hold on. It's open on the pounce. Any teams pouncing? I close the pounce in 3, 2, 1. One team pounced. Yes, team 3.
So I think Hayflick limit imposes the limit on the number of divisions, the number of generations to which a cell can divide.
That is the right answer. So there's a limit to the number of times a cell can divide, and that is the Hayflick limit. Good answer there. Normally cells divide 50 times and then you physically age, and then you die. So that's why you die. Teams 3 and team 6 get 10 points. Good answer, guys. Next question to team 4. Oh, anti-clockwise, team 2 is direct. So halfway through the quiz, now we go anti-clockwise. Long question, pay attention. The international 10-20 system is the most widely used to develop, to cause standardization of technique, so that a subject studies could be compared over time and to each other as well. So each location you see there is a letter followed by a number, F1, F7, CZ, etc. The letters represent the underlying region, and the number, odd numbers for the left side, even numbers for the right side. Z shows the midline. The name 10-20 is because the placement is at intervals of 10% and 20% distance from the bony landmarks. What is this system used for? Hold on. Open on the pounce. We have more pictures on the next slide. Next slide. Yes, observe this. The letter is the region. What is the system used for is the question. Open on the Pounce, we have team 1, team 4, team 5, 6, 7, 8, all bouncing, right? It's your direct. Are you bouncing? Oh, direct for you, anti-clockwise. Yeah, so please write your answer down. Yeah, team 3. Team 2.
This is the placement of EEG electrodes.
Brilliant answer. Answer slide. So EEG electrodes are placed in a particular fashion. You can't just place it anywhere. It is standardized and you follow the 10-20 system. Teams 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 get plus 10. Team 3 gets minus 5. All else get plus 10. Question to team 1, you're direct. These are antibacterial proteins produced by the bacteria to inhibit the growth of other bacteria of the same species. It is perhaps the most abundant and diverse family of bacterial defense systems. The major difference between these and antibiotics is that these are ribosomally produced and their activity is restricted to only related bacteria of the same family. They are made by normal gut flora, the loss of which during antibiotics overuse causes diarrhea and other stuff. They are currently being used in the food preservation industry, an example being niacin, and currently the relevance is we have reached antibiotic resistance. So these are an answer to that. What are these currently in research substances called? On Pounce, team 8 is pounced, and I close the Pounce 3, 2, 1. Team 1's direct. Mike? Yeah, it's working now. Quick. Yes, team 1? Get ready.
Bacteriocidins.
Bacteriocidins. Sidins.
Bacteriocins.
Bacteriocins is right. Team 7 and 8 get plus 10. These are called bacteriocins, produced by bacteria to kill other bacteria of the same species. Next question goes to team 6. You're direct. I'm talking of a myth that arose from a misunderstanding of neurological research in the 19th century. So what happened was the function of many brain regions are complex, but the effects of damage are subtle, leading neurologists to consider they were wondering what all these regions did. They did not know what they did. Glial cells were too many, but their functions were less. So what myth came about thus, and normally they attribute it to Einstein. Open on the Pounce, teams 2 and 3 have pounced, and 5. I close the Pounce in 3, 2, 1. Pounce is done, and team 6 is direct. What myth in neurology? That is obviously wrong. Yes, do this and give the answer.
Dyslexia.
Not quite. Passing you, team 4.
Nerve cells do not regenerate.
Not quite. They pounced. You didn't pounce. Coming to you. Speak into the mic. See the answer. Okay, they're saying the size of the brain or the weight is related to memory, correlation with that. I pass, team 8, 7.
Percentage of brain being used.
Could you elaborate?
They say Einstein used only a very small proportion of the existing brain capacity.
You said percentage brain, small capacity, that is right. You must have come across this. You use only 10% of your brain. On the slide? 10, 5, 3%, it's not right. We all know that. So this myth came about by early research in neurology. For the points, team 2 and 3 get 10, and that's it. Yeah, on the Pounce, even team 5 get plus 10. Next question. 7 direct, on the direct they get +10. Question to team 6, you're direct. So earlier, the explanation for this common observation was that osmosis into the stratum corneum caused expansion. Surface area increased and then you saw what you saw. But scientists studying patients with nerve palsies noted that this did not occur in people with nerve palsies. So this indicated some autonomic control for this simple phenomenon. So current research has proved that what actually happens is shrinking because of vasoconstriction below the skin. There are proposals to use this as a confirmatory test for peripheral neuropathies. What common phenomenon is this that all of you have observed? On the Pounce, team 8, 2, 3 and 4, I close the Pounce. This is on. Just that. Pounce was closed. It's direct to team 6, you're direct. Yeah. Yeah, team 6.
Axonal reflex.
Which reflex?
Axonal reflex.
Axonal reflex. Passing you, team 5. Take a guess for this.
Dry, shiny skin. Dry, shiny skin.
Dry, shy.
Shiny.
Okay, shiny skin. Team 4 Pounce, team 3 Pounce, team 2 Pounce, team 1. Yes?
Goose flesh.
Goose flesh. You pounced and your turn now.
Piloerection. Piloerection of the
Piloerection, goose flesh, somewhat similar. Audience. Yes. That is the right answer. Wrinkling of skin in the water is actually shrinking and not expansion. And when you cut your peripheral nerves, your fingers, how much ever long you put in water will not shrink. Good answer by teams 2, 3, 4 and 8. +10 to all of them. And we'll have the scores now before we go to the next round. So all the teams get your papers ready. It's again written.